PAHO warns of a tobacco epidemic in the Caribbean. And in sport, the Soca Warriors head coach calls it quits after a month on the job. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Wednesday, January 11. I'll be back with the details in just a moment.
The Jonkonu's fife, the rhythm of the drum, the strum of the pan, the lilt of the voice from island to mainland. All pigments and tones, old and young, his and hers, all we are one. You, we, me. This is UE TV.
Listen, Florence, you went out with your friends. I told you, you need to focus on getting my rent. In fact, she owes me about 3 months' rent.
3 months rent?
3 months' rent, yeah, she's almost on the street, mate.
The streets? She ain't been paying?
No.
What's happening here?
What's your problem?
Yeah, what's happening here?
What do you mean what's happening
I
here?
heard Florence living with you now.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
What's the problem?
The head of the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, has a warning for the region. Dr. Carissa Etienne says there's a tobacco epidemic in the Americas, including the Caribbean, and the negative repercussions extend well beyond the obvious health outcomes. The Dominican-born Dr. Etienne says the epidemic is creating a significant economic burden on societies because of the high costs of health care and the associated loss of productivity. She adds that tobacco use contributes to health inequalities and exacerbates poverty. Dr. Etienne warns that these and other adverse consequences of the tobacco epidemic disproportionately affect low and middle income countries and have the potential to undermine both social and economic development. While the Trinidad and Tobago government may be happy about adverting a shutdown at Petrotrin this week, there are concerns the state-owned oil company is now in a worse financial position. A former energy minister says cash-strapped Petrotrin will have to borrow money to foot the 5% wage increase settled on Monday between the company and the Oil Workers Trade Union. Uvashi Tawari Rupnarayan of CNC3 News tells us more.
State-owned Petrotrin has been recording a loss since 2014, and now its operating expenses are about to go up again, this time by 5% or some $80 million annually, and that's after Monday's union deal. By the end of January, the company will have to find an extra $7 million for salaries and wages. So where is that money going to come from?
Government is going to come from the banks. The fact of the matter is that in many instances, if Petrotrin doesn't have the money, the government will simply guarantee that the money will be paid and they borrow it.
According to former PNM Energy Minister Conrad Enel, Petrotrin's operating expenditure was significant, but there were other factors at play which contributed to its financial bind.
Petrotrin, for years, was the vehicle that dealt with the subsidy on the petroleum products that we gave to the population. And in many instances, the money was not paid to them, so they basically carried the debt.
In spite of high levels of inefficiency, Petrotrin, he says, has the potential to become a major income generator. So that diamond in the rough should not be handed over to any foreign company with large capital assets.
If we take employees who are very qualified, very skilled, and we form them into companies, for example, and then we support them, and then we contract with them, that's a model that can work.
But before any turnaround comes, there must be dynamic changes. It's up to the parties involved, he says, to catalyze that change.
Haitian lawmakers are set to discuss the arrest and extradition of Senator Guy Philippe to the United States. This as some legislators condemned the extradition and supporters of the 48-year-old former rebel turned politician took to the streets demanding his return to the island. One senator says the extradition is a hard blow to the democratic institutions of the country because Philippe was elected senator. On Monday, at least 200 demonstrators gathered in front of the parliament denouncing the extradition, shouting, "If we do not get Guy Philippe, we will not need the parliament." 2 police vehicles were burned and several police stations attacked. Philippe was indicted in the U.S. back in 2005 on charges of drug importation, conspiracy, and money laundering conspiracy. Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next.
Grow your business or promote your event through the services offered by the Caribbean Media Corporation and CaribVision. Our distribution provides a platform on cable, terrestrial television, and websites. We cover carnivals and events from across the region. We can bring your event live and alive to the world. For music makers, program producers, businesses, we can expand your reach to in excess of 2 million households daily. Our other services include news updates to enhance your media products, studio space for program and development. We can facilitate the launch of new products and services and training. Contact us and we will help you unleash your creative ability, develop products and services, and provide the medium to watch them grow. Contact Loretta Skeet at cmccaribbean.com or call her 1-246-467-1044 or 1-246-253-3889. Call and book your carnival or event today.
We begin our midweek sports with breaking news in Trinidad and Tobago football. Belgian-born head coach of the Soca Warriors, Tom St. Feet, has resigned. CMC Sport understands that the coach, who was appointed just last month, handed in his resignation today, and it was accepted by the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association. The development comes days after TNT suffered back-to-back losses against Suriname and Haiti, which virtually put the side out of contention for a CONCACAF Gold Cup final spot. Earlier this week, St. Feet lamented that he was not given enough time to prepare the Warriors for the Gold Cup qualifiers. He has also been under pressure to get the squad on track for another World Cup bid after they lost 2 matches in the hexagonal stage of the qualifiers. The TTFA is expected to issue a statement later today on St. Feet's resignation. Outgoing West Indies Cricket Board Chief Executive Michael Muirhead says definite efforts will be made to maximize the commercial potential of the newly acquired Coolidge Cricket Ground in Antigua. The venue, formerly the Stanford Cricket Ground, was recently acquired by the WICB and the Antigua and Barbuda government. Both entities will co-own and manage the facility. In addition to the principal role of hosting games, the WICB said the facility would also be transitioned into a full-service space which will cater to a range of services including cricket matches, camps, entertainment and dining. Muirhead said there would be exciting opportunities which would benefit both cricket and the island. The ground will be the principal venue for the 2016 Regional Super 50, which runs from January 24 to February 18. The Vivian Richards Cricket Ground in Antigua, along with Kensington Oval, Windward Cricket Club and the 3Ws Oval in Barbados will be the other venues utilized. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.